Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to a Football Manager experiment, where today we're taking a look at a player with perfect physicals. So everything else at a low end, physicals perfect. A centre midfielder, we've gone for 6 foot, currently at Reading, and they're also Mauritian, 16 years old. It'll be interesting to see how things go, how their career takes them. And how things progress. I mean, do you like the name Edu Physicali? Because he's got good physicals. Okay. With that, let's just jump ahead and see how he progresses over the years and see how he gets on. Okay, so an early move, 5 years on. He's 20 years old now. He's played 42 times for Mauritius, so that's quite cool to see. But he's also moved to Newcastle Jets in Australia. He's dropped off a little bit with some of his physicals. He's 6'1" now, so he's not quite as pacey as he was, but still got that going for him. If anything, a few of his technicals have actually dropped down to 4. Mentals have started to improve, so hopefully they continue. But 20 years old, so he's still got time to grow and become better and better. Did he play at all? He played a bit for Reading. They got relegated to League One, and it looks like he did end up playing 5 games for them, not performing too great, before a free move to Australia with Newcastle Jets. 11 appearances, 1 goal, 1 assist. He seems to be doing quite well there during his time. So will be interesting to see if he continues in Australia, if he stays around that area, or if he continues to change continents constantly. And it would also be interesting to see if his physicals continue to decline straight away, or if that natural fitness is going to hold him up for long enough where he's able to develop his technicals and mentals. We will have to see. So let's jump again and see how it goes. Okay, we've got further movement then. 25 years old, kind of coming to his prime years. 113 caps and 17 goals for Mauritius now. He's continued to get better in his mentals area. Got concentration at an 11 now. His technicals have improved. He is getting a little bit better. Can also play out wide on the right-hand side now as a winger and even makeshift left back. So he's got a bit of versatility on that front. Moved to Ibar following his time at Newcastle Jets. He has dropped slightly in his balance even further, but stamina strength has gone back up to 20, along with the natural fitness. He's also got the agility there as well, so looks quite nice on that front. How's he gone? So he stayed 3 years at Newcastle Jets, where he played a good amount of games. Did okay, got 4 assists, 5 goals, 3 goals, 5 assists, in his final year there before a free move to Ibar in Spain's first division, where he played 21 times for them. They did end up getting relegated, but instantly bounced back into the first division, where he again played 20 times. So he's still playing at a good level. It was an interesting move to head to Australia, but he's back in Europe with Spain, with Ibar. He's only spent 3 years at each of these clubs, so it'll be interesting to see if he continues that trend. And 25 years old, his physicals may start to slowly decline now, so will be good to see if he is able to continue at a good level. But let's jump ahead and see how he continues to get on. Okay, we've got another move. He is now at Alaves, sorry. He's not stayed at Ibar. He did end up leaving them after those 3 years, but he's been there for 5 now. So there you go. He's broken his trend of 3 years only. Went over to Alaves. Did end up getting relegated with them, spending a few years in the second division, but promotion was won again to the top flight, where he did continue to play. So good to see there. 30 years old now, 161 or 180. I can't quite read that. 181 appearances for Mauritius with 32 goals scored. He's continued to develop a little bit more as a winger, but still that central midfield is where it's at. His concentration has shot up. He's now 16 in concentration. Technical's not great. Mentals, other than the concentration, is phenomenal. So it's interesting to see that his concentration is so high. But physical's looking pretty good still. Balance, jumping reach, a little lower, pace as well. But Generally, still looking very good at 30 years old for his physicals. Will be good to see how he continues. So let's carry on and jump ahead again. Okay, then. So he's actually retired. He's now a scout, unemployed. 208 caps in the end and 35 goals for Mauritius. 35 years old, though, as I mentioned. Not bad, scout. Not great, but not horrendous, I guess. Let's take a look at his history. How's that gone? So he left Alaves, joined Girona in the second division of Spain, where he continued to play 20-odd games a season, and then finally moved to Real Irún in the Spanish Federation 2. It looks like he did actually get promoted with them, and he performed really well for them in that season. I think, if anything, his best year in the 2037-38 season. So good to see on that front. An interesting career. Moved around a little bit before he settled in Spain, where he just jumped from club to club, really. But certainly an interesting player. Milestones, has anything really happened? Not overly. Got his debut at 16, first goal at 17. But personal awards and that sort of thing, not really happened. So there you go. Edu Physicali did all right. Certainly shows that having those physical attributes certainly can take you pretty damn far. It doesn't look like you need that much in the way of actual technical ability or mental ability, other than composure, to really do well. As is shown by this video. But there you go. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and of course leave a comment down below of anything you'd like to see in an experiment, and I'll see if I can get that done. And I will catch you in the next one. Goodbye.